Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we are discussing about different competitive exam MCQs of force and motion. In our present lecture, we discuss the MCQs of graph and equations of motion. In our previous series of lectures, we learned that slope of graph is equal to y divided by x, but just dividing the physical quantity lying y-axis to physical quantity lying on x-axis. And the second method for the slope of any graph is equal to tan of theta. And third method to calculate the slope of graph is equal to del y divided by del x. And also learned in detail that area of any graph is simply calculated by just multiplying both physical quantities lying on y-axis with the physical quantities lying on x-axis. And second method to calculate the area by calculating the area of different trigonometric shapes lie in our graph situations. Now let's start the first MCQs, which is based on these two concepts. Acceleration time graph for a particle in a rectilinear motion is shown. The average acceleration in first 20 seconds is A option is 45 meter per second square. B option is 40 meter per second square. C option is 30 meter per second square. D option is 20 meter per second square. The MCQs is asked in UHS 2008. Option C is correct. Let's how. If we observe the diagram, in this diagram there are two trigonometric shapes. First one trigonometric shape OAD is triangle and ABCD is a rectangle. If we calculate these areas, then the areas of these two shapes is equal to the area of the graph, which simply shows the average velocity of the particle which is moving from O to E. Area of graph is equal to V average of the particle. Then calculating the area of triangle, which is equal to 1 by 2 height into length, and area of rectangle is equal to height into length. If we replace the values, then the area of triangle is equal to 1 by 240 into 10, which is equal to 200. And also area of the rectangle is equal to 40 into 10, which is equal to 400. The average velocity is equal to 200 plus 400 is equal to 600 meter per second. As we know that by definition of average acceleration is equal to average velocity divided by time. If we replace all the values, average velocity is 600 divided by 20. The answer is 30 meter per second square. Second MCQ is the distance covered by a body with uniform acceleration in time t starting from rest is option A is a t square divided by 2. B option is Vt. C option is a square t divided by 2. D option is both. The MCQs is asked in UHS 2010. As we know that S is equal to VIT plus half AT square, which is the second equation of motion. As the body starts from rest, then its initial velocity is 0. By putting this value, S is equal to half AT square, the correct option is A. Third MCQs is a cricket ball is hit so that it travels straight up in the air and it requires 3 seconds to reach the maximum height. Its initial velocity is A option is 10 meter per second, B option is 29.4 meter per second, C option is 15 meter per second, D option is 12.2 meter per second. The correct option is B. Let's see how. If we observe the diagram, the ball hit straight forward and time to reach maximum height is equal to Vi divided by G, where Vi is the initial velocity, G is gravitational acceleration. If we find the initial velocity, then just multiply the gravitational acceleration with the time. And if we replace all these values, then the initial velocity is equal to 9.8 multiplied with 3, which is also equal to 29.4 meter per second. Fourth one MCQs is a racing car is moving with the initial velocity of 25 meter per second towards the north, has a constant acceleration of 3 meter per second square towards the south. If after 6 seconds its velocity will be, A option is 7 meter per second towards north, B option is 43 meter per second towards north, C option is 71 meter per second towards south, D option is 20 meter per second towards north. A option is correct. How? According to given condition, the acceleration of the racing car is towards the south and its velocity is towards the north. As we know that Vf is equal to Vi plus At, which is the first equation of motion. Vf is equal to Vi 25 meter per second plus 3 into 6. As acceleration is retardation, then its value is negative. The answer of Vf is 7 meter per second towards the north, because if we observe acceleration is retardation. The fifth one MCQs is time displacement graph of two objects A and B is shown. The ratios of speeds of object A and B is if we observe the diagram, there are two objects whose graphs are given. So option A is under root 3 by 4, B option is 4 divided by under root 3, C option is 4 divided by 3 into under root 3, D option is 3 into under root 3 divided by 4. The correct option is A. Let's see how. If we observe the graph, here is this time displacement graph for two objects A and B. If we divide time by displacement, which is equal to the reverse of the velocity or the speed. So slope of the graph is y divided by x, which is equal to t divided by x, reverse of the velocity. So reverse of the velocity is equal to t divided by x. Slope of graph is equal to tan of theta. So for body A, if we calculate the slope, which is equal to V of A, 1 divided by tan of 53 degree. For B body, if we calculate the slope, which is equal to V of B, is equal to 1 divided by tan of 30 degree. Here is we reverse the values. So VA divided by VB, ratios of speed of objects A to B, is equal to tan of 30 degree divided by tan of 53 degree by simply reversing these physical quantities. Deviant to deviant just multiplied overhead. So V of A divided by V of B is equal to 0.4, which is also equal to under root 3 divided by 4.